for sure. And yeah, just a couple more. Like the past couple of days, the pitching's been really strong. I think Aller had 7 strikeouts yesterday. JP Sears had 6 today. Caprillion had 5 today. Um, that's still, I mean, I know Adrian Martinez was just optioned, so he's kind of out of the mix now, but there's still about 9 guys. I'd probably still consider Freddie Tarnock. Is he still in the mix? Like, how do you see the rotation competition kind of shaking out right now?
Well, that's the great thing. There's some legitimate competition. I mean, JP threw the ball much better today. He went 5 innings.
Yeah.
I'm certainly, when you look at Adam Aller's line, it's successful. I get that.
Yeah.
He's always had confidence issues. He's always had great stuff. He faced, a lineup where basically there was nobody in it. I mean, just got to be honest. I mean, he faced a bunch of, minor league guys, and he did what he was supposed to do. Now, if he faces a different lineup he'll have that opportunity. He'll face a lineup later on, whatever the team is, where there'll be more of a major league lineup where 6 or 7 regulars will be playing. How he performs in that game will be, for me, a better indicator of where he is. I like his stuff. I like his chances, but I would temper that. I mean, Caprillion getting into a game today, going an inning and 2/3 is huge. I think James Caprillion 2 years ago would be really worried about where he is. I don't think he's worried where he is if you think he's behind.
Right.
I think the A's can push him to the back of the rotation, give him even a little more time to get ready for the season. Maybe pitch at the end of maybe pitch in the Giants series and give him even more time off, which will allow him to be ready for his spot in the rotation. Sears, Walter, don't forget Kyle Muller, who came, big lefty who came over from Atlanta. He's got good stuff. Hasn't really consistently commanded his breaking ball. I like Tarnock. He's a laid-back dude. Comes at you at 95 with a good changeup and a good breaking ball. Martinez is still in the mix, as Morkatse said. We had to auction him out because of the WBC. He needs to get innings back in the minor league camp. Now he may be on the outside looking in. I think that's the way it looks right now. But if you're asking me, it's Blackburn, Fuji, Cap, Rosinski, and then you're fighting between Sears, Waldichuk, Muller, and Aller. And I think at least one of those guys will be, if not in the starting rotation, there'll be a swing guy that'll be asked to give multiple innings in a game to back up somebody, whether it's Fuji or somebody else at the beginning of the season. So while this is a team that only won 60 games last year, and there are prognosticators that are saying even less than that this year, I would disagree with that. If the tumblers all kind of click together, I mean, I see this team closer to 70 wins. Again, have to stay healthy. Fuji has to be doing what he's doing. Paul Blackburn has to come back. Aguilar has to come back to what he's done in the past. Things like that have to maintain itself over the long season. Ramon Laureano's got to come back. Nick Allen's got to improve offensively. There are a lot of ifs in that statement to get to 70 wins. But last year they were so overmatched. Now they've battled to the 27th out every single night. I give them credit for that.
Oh man!
But there wasn't a whole lot of firepower there, and they've got more chances now to be more competitive night in and night out, and they've got more balance on their club. That Mark, because we know the A's like to mix and match. They've got a good right-hand pitching lineup and a good left-hand pitching lineup, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, look, you never know. We'll see.
At very least, just because of regression to the mean, I'm willing to state that they will have a better batting average this season than they did last season.
Well, you saw there was a statistic that came out. The league batting average was 240. How many teams had 240 last year? The number was 0. It was like like 8 years ago, it was like 11 teams hit at least 240. That number has come down, and hoping with the shift change and with the pitch clock where pitchers can't just take those extra few seconds to take deep breaths and reload to throw as hard as they can, that might be a factor that plays in favor of the offense. So hopefully it'll be a quick moving, exciting game. The A's have guys that can run, certainly starting with Ruiz if he makes the team. I think they've got a chance to do some things that they didn't have the opportunity to do before.